Recorded Books and One Click Digital present The Unbelievable FIB 2, Over the Underworld, by Adam Shaughnessy. Narrated by Jennifer Grace. Chapter 1. The old man sat in his chair and watched the fire with his one good eye. Two ravens perched nearby, thought and memory. He ignored them the way one ignores familiar companions or unwanted guests. Sometimes he wondered which they were. As he gazed into the fire before him, he imagined he could see images of gods, giants, and mortals in the dancing flames. They acted out the events of their lives like performers in a show, each playing her or his role. Now events were occurring that forced him to think about the performance's conclusion. Sitting there, alone, the old man thought about the days to come. He thought about the future. So far, it was going just the way he remembered it. Chapter 2. Mr. Fox is a jerk. Abe looked around to see if anybody was close enough to have heard Pru's shout. Fortunately, he and Pru stood in a remote section of Middleton Cemetery. The only bodies nearby lay 6 feet under the ground and probably weren't very interested in Pru's frustration with their former mentor. They stayed quiet. Abe did too. He'd learned that there were 2 things you didn't talk to Pru about when she was in this kind of mood. 1, Mr. Fox. 2, everything else. It was best to just let her work through things on her own. He said we'd see him again, Pru complained. Well, technically, he said it was true we wouldn't see him. The words were out before Abe could stop them. So much for staying quiet. Pru put her hands on her hips. You know, Abe, one of these days, I'm going to teach you that honesty isn't always the best policy. Sorry. It's okay, Pru said, letting her arms fall to her sides. She sat down on a tree stump and flashed Abe a smile. It's not you I'm mad at. Not really. Seriously, though, didn't you think we'd see him again? Yeah, I did. I mean, especially since you thought we would. You always understood him better than I did. Well, except for the time you thought he was Loki and tried to set fire to his house. Not helping, Abe. Don't make me change my mind about not being mad at you. Right. Pru sighed. It's been almost a year. Almost, Abe agreed. Mr. Fox had arrived in Middleton in his magical hen house, headquarters of the Fantasy Investigation Bureau, or, as Mr. Fox called it, the Unbelievable FIB, in October of the year before. He'd come to investigate an invasion of gods and giants from Norse mythology. That's what Mr. Fox did. He investigated mysteries that involved magic and myth. But he didn't do it alone. He couldn't. He needed the help of kids. They had a talent for seeing magic where others couldn't. So Mr. Fox had recruited Abe and Pru to become fibbers, junior members of his detective agency. Together, they'd vanquished giants and foiled the attempts of Loki, the Norse trickster, to recover a magical artifact called the Eye of Odin. But that had all happened last year. Now it was the end of August, and school was about to start.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?